Go to chapter 13, right? AS business, chapter 13.
Yeah, 13.
Yeah, distribution. When talking about distribution, we're talking about how goods get to consumers. So how are they getting to consumers? That's what distribution is about. But let's go down and see. Distribution. One important marketing activity is the distribution of products, which refers to the location where consumers can buy products from. If businesses cannot get products in the right place at the right time, they are not likely to be successful. If products are not available in convenient locations, consumers may not have the time to search for them. So distribution is about consumers' convenience. How convenient will they be when they are able to get the product at the right place and at the right time? So without the right place at the right time, it will be difficult for them to locate your product. So you will be losing out. You get the point here. Customers, they don't have time to waste, especially when they have to pay for it. So they want to be convenient. They want to be comfortable. They want to find your product where they feel they can, easily walk up to. If not, they just forget about it and buy those of your competitors. I think distribution is clear.
Yeah.
So go to distribution channel. When we talk about distribution channel, we're talking about links, which products moved, the way the products are moved from the producers to the final user, which is the consumer. The route taken by a product from the producer to the customer is called the distribution channel. That's the route. Businesses can choose from a number of different distribution channels. Some of the main channels used for consumer goods are, so we have different stages here. We have producers to consumers. We have producers, retailers, consumers. We have producers, wholesalers, retailers, and consumers. And sometimes we have producers, agents too. So we're going to start with the first one, which is the wholesaling, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So wholesaling is the first stage channel of distribution, which involves the use of wholesalers. Who are the wholesalers? They buy in bulk from the producer. Are you hearing me?
Yeah.
Are you here? Okay. So wholesalers may break bulk, repack goods we distribute smaller quantities, store goods, and provide delivery services. The wholesaler stocks goods produced by manufacturers. Therefore, retailers get to select from a wide range of products. So for a wholesaler, they get directly from the producer or the manufacturer. They break the bulk and sell in smaller quantities to retailers. So retailers buy from the wholesalers. This is what we're talking about, the first stage. Producer, wholesaler, retailer, then to the final consumer. I think it's clear.
Yes.
Is wholesaling clear now? Wholesaling is how the wholesalers transact goods. They are the link between the producer and the retailer. The wholesaler is the link between the producer and the retailer.
We'll take the products.
They buy in bulk from the manufacturer, sell to retailer. So they are the link between both the producers and the retailers. I think it's clear.
Yes.
Then we'll go to retailing. Both the first stage and three-stage distribution channels use retailers. These are businesses that buy goods and sell them straight to consumers. So for the retailers, what do? They buy in smaller quantities from wholesalers and they sell in bits to consumers. So they are involved in both the first stage and the three-stage.
Yes.
Is it clear?
Yeah.
So they provide a number of services. One, they buy large quantities from manufacturers and wholesalers and sell small quantities to customers. This is called breaking bulk. So retailers also, they break bulk. That is when they buy from wholesalers and they sell in bits to consumers. They sell in locations that are convenient to consumers. All these shops, all the supermarkets you find around, they are retail shops. So they make sure they are situated where locals or people around can buy, the community they can buy from.
Yes.
They may add value to products by providing other services. This might include help with packing or delivery repair services, information about products, warranties, and wrapping product as gifts. So they add value. How do they add value? They create space that you can park your car. Because going to the factory, that's far away. You might not be able to park your car there. But for retail shops, you can park closer, you can park in front of them and buy whatever you want to buy. Yes. That is an added value. They can repackage it. They offer other services. You can go to that shop for one thing you want to buy, you can find other things to buy. So they add value to the product. And adding value to the product means you'll be able to enjoy other things in as much as you are buying that. If you get it or you don't get it. Added value comes with other things that attach to the consumption of that product. Yes. So why you want to buy that product, things that would allow the business to make profit. These are what added value will bring.
Yeah.
So added value, for example of added value is services, extra services given to businesses, like know your customer, repackaging. These are added value. Parking space is an added value. So you want to go to that shop, that retail shop, because you'll be able to park in front of the store. It's got a very a large parking space.
Yes.
That's an added value. So you are buying that product because there's a space that you can always park your car, or you feel comfortable going there. Is it clear now?
Yeah.
Consumer behavior varies in different countries. As a result, the demand for different types of retail outlets will vary. For example, well, these are all stories. So basically, what they want us to understand is that for retailers, they are the ones that are closer to the consumers. They are the ones that are closer to the consumers.
Yeah.
I think it's clear.
Yeah.
So examples of retail shops or retailers are one, independents. These are shops for jewelry, convenience stores. Give me an example there. Many shops, though, some can be quite large, such as convenience stores like jewelry. The jewelry stores are independent. Why are they independent? They are independent because whatever they sell, it's all about them. It's about them taking decisions about the price, about everything.
Yes.
Okay. Supermarkets, supermarkets like long chain stores, include, supermarkets, I think you know them, okay? Departmental stores. For departmental stores, these stores, they sell different things there. They've divided that department. They might be selling jewelry, electronic appliances, and different things they sell. But it's a big store that has been divided into different departments. That's what we call departmental chain store.
Okay.
Or departmental store is the same.
Yes.
We have multiple chain stores. For multiple chain stores, they sell the same goods for different brands.
Same good, different brand.
Did you get it?
Yes.
We have online retailers. You know online retailers anyway. They're kiosks. For kiosks, you can buy recharge card from them. They're kiosks. They place it at the roadside. Kiosks, we call them kiosks. They are the roadside. They sell things.
Okay.
They sell recharge cards.
Ah, okay.
They are kiosks.
Yes, yes.
They are carryable. You can carry them. You can mount them at the roadside.
Yeah.
So what they do is they sell different things.
Yes, again.
It's at the airport too. They can sell juice, they can sell these things. It's a kiosk.
Yeah.
The market traders, those that are in the market, that are stationed in the marketplace, so they are stationed there.
Mhm.
They are all retailers. Do you understand retailers now?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So go to two-stage distribution. We'll go to two-stage distribution. Some producers market their product directly to consumers. For example, many services are sold directly. Banks, solicitors, hairdressers, dentists, plumbers, restaurants, and taxis, for instance, do not normally use intermediaries. Some manufacturers may use direct selling as well. So we call it two-stage because it does not involve any intermediary. That's the point there. It could be direct selling. So the main example of bankers, drivers, plumbers, they deal directly with the consumer or the customer.
Yes.
So other methods of they said, okay. Other methods include the following one: the internet. So other methods of two-stage distribution are the internet. For the internet, I think that one is clear. Do you get internet here?
Oh, internet. Oh.
How is it direct? How is it two-stage?
Okay. Yeah.
It's two-stage because you are dealing with the business itself.
Yeah.
Direct mail. This is where suppliers send promotions through the post direct to customers, inviting them to buy products. For direct mail, you get a post. You send the post directly to the customer, inviting them to come and buy your product or service. It's still without intermediary, so just go to the office to buy if you want to buy. Door-to-door selling. This is where salespeople visit households directly, inviting people to buy product or service. I said that, we talked about it before. Door-to-door. The company's representative will knock at your door to convince you, to tell you about a product or a service that they want you to buy.
Okay.
Mail order catalog. So these ones, catalog are sent, not post now. Catalogs are sent. to show you different products they have. So you go through the catalog. The catalog talks about the product portfolio,
Yeah.
whatever they have. So
Yeah.
when you go through the catalog, if there's anything that interests you, you send them a mail that you want to buy.
Yeah.
Direct response adverts. Some businesses place adverts in newspapers, magazines, or on television, inviting people to buy goods and services. For example, local service providers such as cleaners, gardeners, tutors, builders, childcare, and many other traders offer their service in this way. So for direct response adverts, so they place their service, the kind of service they do, they place it on newspaper with their phone number that you can reach if you need it. They advertise
Okay.
via the newspaper.
Yes.
So whoever buys the newspaper will find the advert there. And if you need their service, you call the number that is being attached to the service they offer.
Okay, yeah.
Do you get direct response advert here?
Yes.
Sometimes you even at roadside, you see numbers of people with the kind of job they do. You can just
Even ads
Okay.
in the internet. Ads in the internet.
yes, so you can just reach out to them.
Yeah.
Shopping parties. Representatives organize parties and invite people to attend for an enjoyable social occasion while having the opportunity to buy products such as jewelry, cosmetic, kitchenware, fashion accessories. Here, they organize parties, and in that party, they showcase different things that can be sold. They run about you.
Okay.
Do you get it or not? If you can't, let me explain again.
No. just tell me.
The business organize parties, social gatherings.
This is separate.
Yeah, so in that social gathering, they showcase things that they sell
Okay, yeah.
that you might even like to buy.
Yeah. No.
Telephone selling, they put a call through. They put a call through to you randomly. Do you want to buy or you don't want to buy?
Yeah.
So that is true phone conversation. Do you get it or not? I'm breathing it, and I think you get the points you're making.
Yeah, the 34.7. Yeah.
We are talking, these are all two-stage distribution.
Yes.
I think it's clear.
Just to the customer.
Yeah, it's the business to the customer.
Yeah.
So now we go to the advantages of direct selling. One, direct selling is that intermediaries are not required. So producers are able to make more profit. That's the first advantage about direct selling, is that you don't need intermediaries, because as soon as you have one intermediary, the price will go up. They won't sell the same price as you want to sell, because they want to make profit out of it too. So if you are giving it for 5, they might want to sell it for 7. So the more intermediary you have, the more expensive your product becomes.
The less profit.
Yeah, the less profit you get, and even your revenue might fall.
Yeah.
That's for the main drawback, is that with some methods, people cannot physically see the product until they have been purchased. Also, some people object to direct mail, door-to-door salespeople, and unwanted telephone calls. So the problem about direct selling is that you might not physically feel the product until you buy it.
Yes.
So that might discourage people from buying. Another point is that some people do not like random calls. So they don't like it.
I think there's a very big part.
Yeah, so they don't like it.
Yeah.
So this is the problem about direct selling. I think it's clear. So go to agents or brokers. Some producers using 4 or 3 stage channels of distribution will use agents or brokers in the distribution process to link buyers and sellers. They are used in a variety of markets. So I'm just going to explain who brokers or agents are. They are the middleman between the buyer and the seller. These are the agents or the brokers. They are the one that they have information
Yes.
about both customers and the suppliers. So they know what customers did, they know what suppliers are offering. So they broker the deal, they talk about the deal, they initiate, they stand on your own behalf, they represent you as much as they represent the business. So they are in between them.
Yes.
Is it clear? That's why we call them the brokers. So they break the barrier between the business and the customer.
Yes.
They are in between it. Is it clear?
Yeah.
So businesses can use them, especially when especially when it is new environment.
Yes.
Or new business that doesn't have information about how the market works.
Yes.
So agents have links, they have information. So it's better you use them. Is it clear? Choosing the appropriate distribution channel. Are you there? Hold on, please. So choosing the appropriate distribution channel. The channels of distribution chosen by a business will depend on a number of factors. It should also be noted that many businesses use a combination of different approaches. Or channels. This will help to widen the distribution network and reach a larger number of potential customers. So for distribution channel, why do you have to choose the appropriate channel? You have to choose the appropriate channel because of your objective, which is reaching customers.
Yes.
So for you to reach customers, then you have to use whatever method that will allow you to reach them. So what are those factors that decide using the appropriate channel? One, the nature of the product. Different types of products may require different distribution channels. Some examples are given. Okay, most services are sold directly to consumers, so it might not be appropriate for window cleaners, gardeners, and hairdressers, for example, to use intermediaries. This is because unlike goods, services cannot be held in stock. So the nature of the product in terms of the type of service. So like barber, do you need an intermediary? No. The customer needs to barb his or her, or the customer needs to barb his hair. It just walks directly to the shop. So you don't need an intermediary for that. Fast-moving consumer goods like breakfast cereals, confectionery, crisps, and toilet paper cannot be sold directly by manufacturers to consumers because these things, they need them. Most of everybody needs it. So you cannot open a factory and allow customers to come to buy these things. It will not be enough. Like the factory will not even be enough to occupy them. So it is better you produce and sell to different things or different channels.
Yes.
Do you understand? So products that are fast moving, that the demands are always every now and then, you can't sell directly to customers because virtually every customer needs them. Every customer needs it. So how do you want to sell directly to them? You won't be able.
Yeah.
You get it, Princess? Businesses producing high quality exclusive products such as perfume and designer clothes will choose their outlets very carefully. The image of their product is important, so they are not likely to use supermarkets, for example.
Yeah.
Is it clear? So what they're saying is the kind of products you sell, like luxury, you can't find them in normal retail store. You can't. Like jewelry, gold, you can't find them in normal retail store because they don't belong there.
Like luxury products.
You can't find them there. Products that need explanation or demonstration, such as technical products or complex financial products, might need to be sold by experts or salesperson. So what they're saying is this: products that you have to demonstrate, that you have to explain how to use them. You cannot just give it to retailers to sell. What time do they have to even explain to customers? So these ones will be sold by specialists. You get the point?
Yeah.
Another way to understand or to choose the appropriate channel is to consider the cost. So when you're considering cost, let's say businesses will normally choose the cheapest distribution channel. They also prefer direct channels. This is because if intermediaries are used, they will take a share of the profit. Large supermarkets will try to buy direct from manufacturers as they can bulk buy and get lower prices. Independents are more likely to buy from wholesalers and will have to charge higher prices as a result. Many producers now sell direct to consumers from their websites. This helps to keep costs down. So what you're saying is this: you have to be efficient too. You have to understand that whatever channel of distribution you need to use as a business, it has to be cost effective. So you have to find the channel of distribution that reduces your cost of production. That's the point. Clear?
Yeah.
The market itself. Markets is another way to choose the appropriate channel. So if you are selling to a mass market, producers selling to mass markets are likely to use intermediaries. In contrast, businesses targeting smaller markets are more likely to target customers directly. For example, a building contractor in a small town will deal directly with customers. Producers selling in overseas markets are likely to use agents because they know the market better. Businesses selling goods to other businesses are likely to use more direct channels. So the kind of market you are selling into also determines the right channel, the channel of distribution you need to use. They make example of the mass market. For the mass market, because it is mass appealing, you need to reach large numbers of customers. So it is important to have intermediaries like wholesalers, retailers. If it is a segment, if it is like a personal service, that means you need to direct sell, like plumbing, barbering, it is direct selling. And businesses that sell, for businesses that deal with other businesses, they need to also check, they have to use the direct channel. You are a business, it is B2B. So it means you have to directly contact the business that you want to sell to. Clear?
Yes.
Now control. For some products, it is important to have complete control over distribution. For example, producers of exclusive products do not want to see them being sold in prestigious outlets, as this might damage their image. Some products, such as heating systems, require expert installation and need to comply with health and safety legislation. Producers of such products might prefer to handle installation themselves and deal directly with customers. They can then ensure safe installation more easily. So the control, if the kind of business you do involves you taking charge of how it's been installed or how it's being used, then it is better you directly deal with customers.
Yes.
Do you get the point? That means, oh, this kind of product I will sell, like maybe we need to install it. And the business will be in charge to install. Don't just allow anybody to do. So if you need to have control over what you sell, then it has to be direct selling. But if it can be distributed to, if anybody can have control over it, then you can use all the channels of distribution. Is it clear? Then the next one. I think that's the last one then.
Yeah.
All right. So we go to changes in distribution methods. The way in which goods and services are sold is subject to change. Many of these changes reflect technological development and social trends. Here are some examples. So for changes will be based on advancements in technology and social trend. The happenings in the society. That's what they are talking about. So here are some the examples they make. They said a huge growth in online shopping. So when there is a huge growth in online shopping, so it means as a business, you have to understand that you have to sell online. That means direct selling. Because you want to direct, if it is online, people want to buy online. So that means they need your contact. They need to deal with you directly. So this might change the way you channel your products. Do you get the point or not?
Yes.
Online shopping is a trend now. So because this is the trend. So as a business, what you have to do is you have to change. If you do use other channels of distribution, you have to also find a way of using online because that's the trend. The building of large, these are stories. Shopping become more leisure activity for many people. Let me see. Okay. The building of that just way by. Let's forget about it. The third one. Sellers using call centers to sell products such as financial services. So the call center, sometimes when I was still in Nigeria, I used to use I sent fixtures of matches to my customers. So I do random SMS. I have almost all my customers' number, so I send them SMS to know the fixtures of the weekend. So that, with that, I try to let them understand that they should always come to me. So it's a trend too. So they have information. This is a service. I offer a service, but this service I use call centers to do it. Do you get what I'm saying here?
Use call centers.
Yeah, SMS.
Yes.
You're sending SMS. That's random SMS to customers. So they have the fixtures. You are offering a service. The service is they watch football with you.
Yes.
But you try to let them understand what the fixtures are for the week or for the weekend. So they know when to come to the center.
Yes, I get it.
Do you understand? So it's a trend. It changes the way things are. Instead of me trying to advertise, I send SMS to them. Do you get what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So that's a way to change your channel of distribution. Now, the centers are the ones that directly send fixtures to your customer. Though they will buy from you, they will come to watch the game from you.
Yes.
But you have used a center that can dispatch information through SMS to get in touch with them. Do you get what we are talking about?
Yeah.
Okay. The third one, supermarket extended their product ranges and opening hours. These days, supermarkets could open 24 hours.
Yeah.
Why is it possible to do so? It's possible to do so because there's online selling, there's technological advancement. So we might not even be at the shop. We could get the products in as much as we have deliveries and any other things that can get the products to them.
Mhm.
So these days, because there's online shopping, we can open 24 hours in as much as there's internet.
Yes.
Shopping become more of a leisure activity for many people. So people see pleasure shopping online. So they forget about the traditional way of buying things. So they find it like it's interesting. It looks, more interesting for them to shop.
It's a hobby.
And it becomes an hobby for them. So that's the point they're making there. They go to the use of television shopping channels. So different channels now censored or specialize in showcasing products and services. So these are the trends. So because of these trends, the traditional 4 stages of distribution channel is reducing. Do you get the point they're making there? So that has changed distribution methods. Any question about that? Online distribution. They said the most important new trend is probably the development of online distribution. It is often called e-commerce because it involves the use of electronic systems to sell goods and services. We have 2 means. We have the B2B and B2C. So for the B2C, here we are selling to customers, directly to customers. That is e-commerce. So they buy directly from the seller, the supplier. That means it is the business directly to the supplier, the customer. That's B2C. They made examples of, okay, tickets, you can buy tickets online, sport fixtures, tickets, holidays, weekend, access online music and film broadcast. So these are all businesses to customers, which can be done online through e-commerce. These are all e-commerce methods. And we have B2C. For B2B, this involves servicing other businesses. So business A will service business B or business C, like the banks, the insurance companies, helping you for your car insurance. Banks, you save your money with the bank and the rest. These are B2C, B2B. Computer software, you are buying computer software from other businesses.
Yeah.
So these are examples of B2B. So let's say, okay, they made an online retailer, okay. So these are all e-commerce. Anyway, we have e-commerce for B2B, e-commerce for B2C. All in all, they sell online to either to other businesses or to consumers.
Yes.
So that's why the advantages of both consumers and businesses on online distribution on e-commerce. There are some drawbacks. So what are the drawbacks about using B2B and B2C? But before we go to the problems, let's look at the advantages they write here. Online retailers will not have to meet the cost of operating stores. Is it above?
That's the side.
Below it.
Yeah, after business to B2B.
Okay, yeah, it starts from here. But they said, one, it is cheaper because online retailers often have lower costs. Yeah, it's cheap because you don't have to pay for rent. You can use your house for your shop.
Yes.
Consumers can shop 24/7. So that means they can have access to you 24 hours. There's generally a huge amount of choice. It's online, so you could choose from different varieties for customers.
Yeah.
People can shop from anywhere if they have access to the internet. So it's anywhere, in as much as there's internet. Online retailers may not have to meet the cost of operating stores. So you don't have to pay for electricity because you use the same electricity as they have, the one you use after your house. You don't have to pay for employees. You don't have to pay. So no overhead is charged for that. Lower startup costs. You don't need to have huge amount of money to start such a business. Lower cost when processing transactions. Everything is automated, so you don't have any middleman to deal with. Less paper is needed for documents. There's no need for documents. Even invoice is generated online. You can generate invoice, receipt online.
Yeah.
Payments can be made and received online using credit cards. So you can do online transaction, internet banking, or mobile banking. B2C businesses can offer goods to much a wider market, yes. You can sell to large numbers of customers, cut across the world.
Yeah.
Businesses can serve their customers 24/7, yes. They are always available. Businesses have more choices to where to locate their operations. So it's anywhere you can put your location. Your office can be in Gottschalk, it can be anywhere. You can reach your customer because you can reach your customer anywhere they are.
Yeah.
So where you locate does not matter here. The point they're making is that because it is online, so wherever you locate does not matter. Do you get it? Okay. So what are the drawbacks? One, they said they face increasing competition since selling online is relatively cheap method of distribution. So the first problem about it is that there are a lot of competitors because the startup cost is cheap, so anybody could do it.
Yeah.
So that increases competition and reduces their revenue. Two, there is also lack of human contact. Yeah, which might not suit some customers, and there's heavy dependence on delivery services where online retailers often lack control on the quality of delivery. So the second point is lack of human contact. Everything is online, so I don't get to see you eyeball to eyeball. So some people do not like that. There's no physicality, so some people might not like it. So those people that do not like it are not going to be part of your customers. Do you get the point?
Yes.
And also, how to get the products to reach customers, delivery. You don't have control over it. Yeah, you might give it to the dispatcher, but you're not going to, they will get there whenever they want to get there. So you can't control how fast the product can reach your customers. Do you get the point?
Yes.
There may also be technical problems online. So there might be online problems. Websites can crash. They might be attacked by viruses. The internet connection might not be reliable. So this also reduces your interaction or your accessibility.
Scams. Yeah.
Scammers. Yeah, but yeah, maybe scammers. Scammers, yeah. Internet fraud. Finally, they said this already. Finally, there's also a security risk as computer hackers might gain access to sensitive information. So all these are problems that might be encountered using online retail. Any question about that?
No.
So go to changing from product to service. Are you there?
Yeah.
In most Western economies, the size of tertiary sector has grown at the expense of the primary and secondary. Consequently, businesses have had to focus more on distribution of services. Most services are sold directly to consumers. So businesses have to consider more carefully the range of direct distribution channels that are available. In some cases, what they are saying here is the society is changing. Countries are becoming developed. And as a result, there's decline in the primary and secondary sector. Now there's increasing sector. The sector that is increasing or is expanding is the tertiary sector, which needs more services. That's the point they're making here. So do you get the point now, please?
Yeah.
In some cases, businesses that once sold products are now selling services and they have to consider how this impacts on their distribution. Businesses have to adapt to changes in technology and consumer buying habits. So because people start spending more on services than spending on goods. And as a business, you want to go with the trend. You have to change from selling products to selling or distributing services. So to do this, you have to adapt to the way things are because it is not the way you used to do. So that's what the point they are making here.
Yes.
So they make examples of one. People used to buy music on CDs, which may have been sold by a retailer or wholesaler. However, people now listen to music by streaming or downloading via the internet direct to computers, tablets, or mobile phones. So consumers are able to access vast bases of music from a variety of different locations. So you sell music, you sell CDs, but these days nobody buys CD, they stream online. So that means if you want to go into this business, you have to adapt to the new technology that allows you to be able to sell. That is the point they are making.
Yes.
Is it clear?
Yeah.
The same goes to watching movies. It's about the internet, maybe through Netflix or the rest. So if you want to sell your movie, you have to understand that you cannot always sell on CD anymore. Maybe you sell it to Netflix, you sell it to Amazon, you sell it to these online streams so that they can help you to distribute it. That is the point they are making here. Do you get it on it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So,
So instead of, yes, because things are becoming services now. Nobody wants to buy products. That's what they said. People start paying for services rather than product. A CD is a product. Now you stream it via the internet, it's a service. Do you understand? So we prefer to pay for that rather than keeping a lot of products, a lot of cartons in our house.
The old- Okay.
Do you get it?
Yeah.
So that's about distribution. So basically, what they are trying to let us understand is that the trend, advancement in technology as a business, you need the flexibility to adapt it. If not, you will fizzle out. You won't be relevant and you will be out of the market in no time. Any question about distribution? That's done. So we'll go to the next channel, which is approaches of that's managing people, I think.
Yeah, purchase system.
Okay, so we have the chapter. We have the exam practice today.
I think it's not a lot of people. I don't know.